And Daryl Kwao joins me with the business news. Daryl, good news for the Kotoka International Airport.
Yes, indeed, Daniel. The Kotoka International Airport has won second place for airport safety for over 20,000 air traffic movements at the ongoing African Council International General Assembly and Exhibition. The conference, which is the biggest gathering of airport leaders and stakeholders, is being held under the theme Smart Airports of the Future, Are We Ready? Yakwakwa is the managing director of the Ghana Airports Company Limited, and he spoke to Joy Business after the awards ceremony.
The world is watching, and the world is saying that we are doing well. So what it means to Ghana Airport Company is that we have to continue doing well so that we do not go back. As you heard, we got the second place for airports with over 20,000 aircraft movements. And that's the highest. That's the highest band of the award. So we cannot go back. So we are going to sit down and make sure that whatever we are doing well, we are going to continue doing even better. To make sure that we will go. Mind you, the vision and the mission of the company is to occupy the center of aviation business in West Africa. The only way to do that is to make sure that our services are safe. As you correctly so, even though it said the best airport in Africa, if you look closely, it says in safety. Without safety, without security, you don't have aviation industry.
So, like you clearly said, you're going back to the drawing board, and like most people have said, the challenge here is maintenance. Moving forward, how do you plan to maintain this standard? Well, right now, we have a very good maintenance regime in place already. We have engaged the right partners to maintain our various systems. We have good systems, we have good structures to make sure that we do the right thing.
Congratulations to the Ghana Airports Company Limited. Now, the Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA, is accusing customs officials of using highway checkpoints to charge importers more for duty payments. Leaders say this is in defiance of government's order to remove these barriers following introduction of the paperless clearance system at the ports. They addressed a press conference in Kumasi. Nanaya Ojima filed this report.
Ashanti Region GUTA PRO Ofe Mensah says the officers on snap checks often arrest importers for alleged underpayment of import duties. He says such goods are seized until traders pay what customs officers claim is the difference plus 300% penalty. Mr. Ofe says members cannot continue to pay such amounts for what he insists are errors by officials at the port.
Then we ask the government, the customs in the port are not the same customs that they are operating in Ashanti Region or Kumasi, because now you give us an entry point. You said if a Ghanaian imports a goods, you should see the agent, and then agent will coincide with the customs, and after that they will bring your goods away. Then you pay all your taxes. After doing all that, when you are bringing your goods from Tama or Takrady or all over the border areas, then we see that the customs are always harassing and attacking you. They bring your goods, maybe their office, and then tell you that you are doing it under invoice, so you have to pay a penalty. This is what we don't understand.
Mr. Ofe says the development and other processes like clearance audit on old stock are disincentives to business. He proposes government take further steps to widen the tax net to capture Ghanaian and foreign tax evaders.
Because last time we met the finance minister at the Golden Bean for their meetings, and he said Kumasi always pay 3% as a taxes in a year. Even compared to Chima, they are paying better than Ashanti Region, especially Kumasi. We ask ourselves, doing the compliance with Alan Jamatin in exercise in Kumasi for the foreign traders, we find out many Nigerians, many Indians, many Chinese, and then other foreign companies. They always say their head office is in Accra. Because of that, even they don't possess all documents that they're supposed to possess in Kumasi. It means they pay taxes in Accra and they're operating in Kumasi. GRA is aware of what you are talking about.
Meanwhile, GUTA cautions city authorities in Kumasi against leasing shops at the newly constructed KJTM market to foreigners. We are learning that foreigners are buying shops at KJTM. That cannot be allowed. We will take the necessary action against any foreigner we see in the market when it is opened for trade.
And we've got more coming up on the marketplace, including the latest on the court case between the Bank of Ghana and GN Bank, plus your latest inflation figures. Back to you, Daniel.
Can't wait to hear it. Coming up next, though, in sports, GFA presidential aspirant George Efrie believes the association does not need a new face, but an experienced person to lead it. Babatana has the rest.